Hello everyone, xHedra here, bringing you episode 37 of Create Above and Beyond, a Modpack by simibubi. So guys, let's start with the elephant in the room. I haven't had a lot of time for recording right now. We're start of summer, lots of renovation, lots of work. I'm trying to do my best, but the reality is that unfortunately, I think I will need to cut it down to maybe 2 episodes per week just for the next month or so. It's just so crazy. I do so many things that I end up going to bed at 9 just to wake up at 6 the next day. So my recording time is usually before I go to bed, and there's been less and less of it. Anyway, I don't want to give up. I'm still going to continue, and I hope you guys will be patient with me in the fact that I cannot record as much as I want. So the last episode was the kind of big cleanup time-lapse episode, and I made this beautiful wall of drawers, and I kind of have everything accessible from that terminal at the moment. I also moved the miners a couple of times, and I went downstairs and look at this. Look at how beautiful it is. I lit up the whole place, and I died, of course. How would I not die? And I did like mine a couple of things and clean up other things, and I think we're in a good position. Now my worry is real. If we look at chapter 5, like, you guys know that I don't like things that are too grindy. I'm kind of worried at this moment because it wants us to make liquefied logic unprocessed. To make liquefied logic unprocessed, I need to either use a foundry or a magma crucible and melt these calculation mechanism 30 millibucket per. Now, when I look at this, I can use a casting table to cast any of these items, and they seem to say like this. Nope. Let's go back to this. It seems to say that it takes 1 millibucket, but then when I look at the blast chiller, seems to say it takes 1,000 millibucket. Obviously, I would much prefer using blast chillers to using casting tables. So this is what we need to test right now. So first off, and we're going to discover this together. I usually tend to do this, if you've noticed. I do a lot of research for the first chapters, but when it comes to the last part, then I discover it with you guys, because that's usually the end goal that most people don't get to. If I look at myself before recording videos on YouTube, I would play some Minecraft Modpack and I would get 90% there. And then when I would get to the end, I would be so tired and fed up of like how complicated and long everything was that I would end up dropping. So recording for me has been a way of not dropping. That being said, I do like the discovery of it because it's usually the most weird, abstruse part of the mod pack. So now I need to get used to the new way of doing things and come here. So we need, you know what? I'm going to remove this, remove the extendo grip. Okay, so I'm going to need a magma crucible, and I'm going to save that. I'm going to save that because we are making a lot of them right now, and I'm going to need a blast chiller right here. So let's put those two, and now let's get to it. So for the blast chiller, we need some invar gears, 1 and 2. For the yeah, you know it. I derped and click A instead of R. So now for the magma crucible, I said, we also need 2 more invar gears, so let's do 2 more. And then for both of them, we need one of these redstone flux coils, so let's make 2. And let's see, can we now, nope. Let's see, can we now, nope. Okay, I'm going to need to grab some of these and throw them in the system, like so. So that's 1 magma crucible, and now let's make 1 blast chiller. Okay, I'm also going to need a lot more ice, but if you guys remember, I knew that ice would be a thing, so I just made like a couple of stacks of it while waiting for other things to complete. So now let's come here, let's do this, and we need 2 of them. I'm not going to make more, I'm going to make what I need as I need it. So let's now make the blast chiller like so. And now it's time to test my theory. Well, not really. So, yeah, whatever. I need to do it anyway. So first off, I need a bucket of liquefied logic, which is kind of annoying because that's expensive. So let's just come over here. What is my power situation looking like right here? I don't really want to put it here, but just for testing purposes, let's put it right here. Hopefully it's going to have enough power. Where's my Invar pipes? Right here. My Invar flux duct. Right like so. And then we're going to put a magma crucible. I'm going to put the blast chiller here, but the magma crucible for now is just going to stay here. Ooh. Nope, so it didn't stop. At least it's not stopping, so it's looking good. So these are going to melt with 30 millibucket each. So, unfortunately, if I go like this, perfect. Oh, well, that's going to be 30 times 10, 300, 600, 900, 930, 60, 90, a bucket. So my understanding is to get that. Oh, ow, ow, ow. I couldn't get out. Anything I did, I couldn't get out of it. That was super dumb. I couldn't jump. I couldn't move left. I couldn't move right. Well, derp 1 of episode 37. But honestly, I should have been able to get out of this. That's really kind of dumb. So let's just get this, and let's continue. Perfect. So we're going to melt these 34. Wow. Okay. Now, if it's not clear by the sound of my voice, I never thought it would smelt so fast. So now we got, it says that contraption 42, but it's not done. I'm just testing things out. We'll make a better setup when I better understand this. See, that's what I would do in a test world. So now I'm going to put the bucket in the blast chiller. And I'm going to go look at the recipe. Now this I'm not sure. How do I get an operator plus cast? Oh, with the nickel plate. So let's go nickel back plating. I mean nickel plating. I mean nickel plates. Or nickel sheets. Nickel. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's 6, and I'm going to explain in a moment. There's 4 mathematical operations, and we can make 3s and 8s. Those are the only thing that we can do right now. So we're going to try that out as soon as the sheets are finished. And I know, like I said, we're going to need 1 of each, so might as well do them now. So if I come over here and I put these in there, I say divided, minus, multiply, pluses, 3s, and 8s. And now let's go and test. Will it use only 1 millibucket, or will it use more than 1 millibucket? Oh, you stupid bastard. So blast chiller is out of the question. Amazing. I am so happy about this. And if you don't recognize my mocking voice, then you're lost. So what I'm going to do, so right now we're going to try the next step. The thing I absolutely, completely, totally did not want to do. And this is the kind of things, I'll be honest with you guys, I believe this to be a very big error from the Modpack creator. Once in a while, I've got to repower this. I need to put it on Magma Power. But right now, what I'm probably going to do is put all of the multiplication, division, whatever here. So I'm going to put some more magma power and I'm going to attach it to this system. Okay, so casting, nope. Casting table. And yep. And I'm going to need a seared faucet. Nope. You know what? I'm pretty sure I have one somewhere, but don't want to waste the time. So let me grab this. And now we're going to go back here. We're going to put this right here, this right here. Oh. And we're going to, we made a minus. Let's do a plus. Oh, for Christ's sake. Okay, so it is either 1 millibucket with a casting table, or it is 50 gajillion trillion quadrillion millibucket doing it the norm with the blast chiller. Like I just said, guys, I'm going to repeat exactly what I said. I feel like this is a how would I say this? Okay, let me explain it in word and not like in a sentence and not in one word. Remember when at the beginning of the episode I told you guys that I was getting tired of a mod pack toward the end? The problem is that my understanding of every single mod pack is that it's the same thing for the creators. When they get toward the end, the creators are just like fed up. They just want to move on to something else. They made a project that was too ambitious. They regret it and they just finish it. The fact that casting it on a seared casting table takes 1 millibucket, but a blast chiller takes 1,000 millibucket, that's stupid. It's not just a little bit stupid. It's crazy stupid because it means you're forcing a limitation that really has no place. Because think about it this way. Right now, I cannot even make a single item. Or, using this table, I can make 914 items. So yeah, there's going to be no choice. What I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to make a casting table items and just produce whatever numbers. So we got one of each. Perfect. I'm going to accept the quest even though I didn't make the machine to build it, because I want to see the next step in progression so that I can understand what I'm going to be doing. So now there's all of these multiple lines to get to a point where it says we need to get every single one of them. And here it says, oh, you want a 1? Make 3 minus 2. Or make 4 divided by 4. Or make 8 minus 7. 21 option. Yeah, great. You want to find the most efficient one. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 3. And I'm just going to get a couple of 3s. The idea being able to unlock every single one of these. Okay, 10 is going to be not enough, but we're going to say enough for now. We're going to make 10 8s. Or 11, because apparently they didn't stack properly, so I didn't see that I already had one of those. Okay, and you know what? Let's do a couple of the symbol. So that's the multiply. I'm going to go with 5 of these. I don't feel that I need as many. So 1, 2. Really? Please stack. Oh my god. Now you're just being annoying to be annoying. Okay, those are done. Let's do the minuses. Oh, oh my god. These are some of the weirdest bug I find in Minecraft sometimes. Like, it's like I have it in my inventory. I don't care which end I pick it up with. Just put them together. Oh. Bit of frustration. A bit of frustration is healthy once in a while. Okay, so we got all of these operation. So now let's go and test some numbers that we can get. And that's going to be another of the annoying part. These things, you know what? Let's just at create. I don't want to have to change this, so I'm going to just go and make the blockers. I don't even know the name, so just bear with me. Craft slot cover. We're going to need to make a couple of these craft slot cover. I'm being very careful with how I pronounce this because, yeah, I'm French, and sloth, oh god, Yeah, no, I've just proven it's a very hard word to pronounce without making it be a bit more than what it is, really. Okay. So, we good. We Gucci, as we say. So let's just go and put that down and that this way. Okay, so we're going to go 8 divided by 8. 8 divided by 8. That's going to get... well, first off, that's going to work better if I actually connect everything, but that should technically give me a 1. So let's grab one of these cogwheels and put it right here and stop the whole system. Of course. Now let's grab this and take this out. Well, that's not enough. Kind of funny in a way, but let's take this out. Oh. The power is coming down. Nope. Where's the power coming from? Okay. I guess I needed to turn both off. So 8 divided by 8 is going to give me a 1. Perfect. So now 3 minus 1. Well, let's just come here. 3 minus 1 is going to give us a 2. Perfect. So now we got the 1, then we got the 2. So these are pretty simple. Technically, what it means is that I have to produce twice as many 1s as I produce 2s to be able to get a 2 from a 3 minus 1. So now if I do, you know what? I'm going to do a couple of 1s. I'm going to go 8 divided by 8. Eight divided by 8. So that then I can do 3. Nope. 3 plus 1. So 3 plus 1 is going to give me a 4. Great. Now, technically, 4 plus 1 is going to give us a 5. I guess we could do it this way. Like, I'm going to have to figure out the easiest solution. But for now, let's do 4 plus 1. That's going to work. Now, 8 minus 3. Oh, 8 minus 3 would have given us a 5. Okay, so for the 5, we got it. But 8 minus 3 would be a better way of getting a 5. So let's do 8. 8. Okay, so sorry, let's do 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is, of course, going to be the way that I get 9. So 3 times 3, that's going to be the way I get 9. That seems to be the most obvious. Like, what you want to try and do is always get the easiest number. And 3 times 3, oh, no, 3, So 3 times 3 was the 9. So 3 times 2 times 2 is going to give me the 6. Sorry. Now I have more 8 than 3s, so I'm going to do 8 minus 8. That's going to give me a 0. Let's just get the 0. Perfect. So if I come back here, we got the 5, we got the 6, we didn't get the 7 yet. We got the 9, we got the 0. So the 7, what would be the best way to get 7? Okay, let's just recap this. We get these automatically, we get this automatically. If I do 3 minus 3 or 8 minus 8, I get a 0. If I do 3 divided by 3 or 8 divided by 8, I get a 1. So ones are going to be produced with 3s, and zeros are going to be produced with 8. Like, that's just a gut feeling. Like, don't take it for granted right now. Okay, so now if I do 8 minus 3, that's going to give me 5s. So right now we use 2 3s here, 1 3 here, 2 8 here, 1 8 here. So right now we've got like a good ratio of things. For the 9s, we're going to do 3 times 3. So we're going to have to use 2 extra 3s there. So technically, then I would want, maybe if I use 2 4 8s right here, if I do the zeros and the 1 with the 8, then I can do the 9 with the 3s. So that's 2 4 and 5 here. And for the 3s, it's 1 here, 2 3 here. And now, see, that's where it becomes a bit complicated, because the 4 is going to be more hard, will be harder. I guess I could do 3 minus 1 to get the 2. So that would be 1 3 and 2 8. And I could do the 7 with the 8 minus a 1. So 2 8s again. Minus another 8. Ugh. This is kind of getting kind of obsessively complex. Oh, 9 times 9 minus 3 is going to give me a 6. So all of these are easy. And 5 is easy. How can I... So this is a 1 step, right? It's whatever. This is a 1 step. This is a 1 step. 1 step, 1 step, 1 step, 1 step. So the one we have left are 6, 7, 2, and 4. 6, 7, 2, and 4 are all going to be minimum of 2 step. The question is, which 2 step? 9 minus 5. So 9 is a step. 5 is a step. So 9 minus 5 is going to give us 4. And 5 plus 1 is going to give us 6. So technically we could do 5 plus 1 and 5 minus 1. Like, having the least amount of recipe is going to obviously make things easier. Now for the 2, it would be 1 plus 1, I guess, but that's 2 steps and that's 4 numbers. Unless we go, no. You would never do 1 plus 1 for 2. You would do 3 minus 1. For 4, you would do 3 plus 1. For 7, you would do 8 minus 1. For 9, you would do either 8 minus 1 or 3 times 3. But you would do 3 times 3 because it's easier. Yeah, so all of that makes sense. Now I need a 7. I'm going to do 8 minus 1. Do I have 8? Yeah, 8 minus. And I don't have a 1 anymore. So 3 divided by 3 is going to give me 1. 3 divided by 3. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Come on. And we now have the 1. Why did I do a 1? Oh, so I could do 8 plus 1. 8 plus 1. I'm going to need 2 1s. Let's do the 8 plus 1 plus... Huh? 1. No. 8 minus 1. So 8 minus... Oh, I saved it last second. So 8. Oh my god. 8 minus 1. That's going to give us the 7. Whew. A bit hard. Okay, so 3. No, 0. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So now I'm missing the 4, which is going to be, I guess, 3 plus 1. I'm going to need the 1. Okay, so let's just do this. 3, 3, division needed. And then we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to need more divisions. So that's going to give me a 1, 0, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we said that we would do 8 minus 5. 8, 5, 6, 7, 8 is going to give us a 3. Oh, we already have 3. We don't need to do that. So 8 and 5 and 3s. So we need the 3 plus 1 and the 3 minus 1. 3 plus and minus. Let's go and make a couple more trees, because we need some more ones. Three. Perfect. That should be good. I need some divisions. No. Well, okay, I guess. Okay, so we should be able to complete everything. So let's go back there and do all of these together. So 3 divided by 3. And again, 3 divided by 3. And then we can do 3 plus 1. And we can do 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1. Perfection. Okay, so we got everything that we wanted. So now, technically the next step is solving trajectories. For the calculations of the guidance computer, we will need a lot of these digits. Before letting items exit the logistical ecosystem of the calculations, make sure each digit leaves an equal amount. Brass tunnels can solve this issue in a straightforward fashion. Each digit now has to be dissolved back into its liquefied form via smeltery. Once the smeltery collected 10 liquefied items of each digit, they combine into the encoded logic required for a computer. Once enough of this figurative alloy is accumulated, it can be cast into the powerful construction matrix. So when I melt the 4, get 1 millibucket, which is kind of unfair, but what can I say? Like, this costs more than 1 millibucket, but and then it's even more unfair because you need 10 of each. So right now, even though I have 1 of each, it's not enough. I need 10 of each to be able to make 1 computational matrix. That's really where we're at. So right now, I need to make sure to figure out what operators I need. And I just basically need to say, we're going to make a crap ton of 3s and 8s. So 3 8s and what operators? So we said that the 9 would be a multiplication. Okay. We said that the 0 would be a minus. So this is going to need a multiplication. This is going to need a minus. This is going to need a minus 1. This is going to need a division. This is going to need a division minus 1. This is going to need a division plus 1. 5 is 8 minus 3, so that's another minus. Okay, so that's what I need to go and figure out right now. So first off, we really need to be making a lot of liquefied logic, which I find kind of scary because if I come back here, how much I don't know how much of these I've produced to date. So no, you didn't stop. Okay. So right now I have 17 stack. So let's just do quick calc. Oh, sorry, I put the game on pause by mistake. So quick calc. So if I've got, so 64 times 30 equals 1,920. So it's not so bad as long as I use the casting table. So these are going to need to go into an ender chest. And we're going to need, this melts so fast. I thought I was going to need multiple, but I'm not going to need multiple. I'll be able to just do it basically with 1. Right now, there's definitely don't want to lose this. Let's just come right here. Grab a couple of these. If I can grab a bucket, I'll be good. So let's just go back here. No, oh god, I thought I was going to die again. So 152. I overdid it. Of course I did. So now let's just go and grab a bucket of this. Like so. Perfect. And let's just go and remove this, and remove this. Yeah, I wanted to fall underground. That was a great way of testing my whole hypotheses. So let's go back here. So the way I see it is this is going to be the next place that I build something. So I'm going to start right off here. Okay. Then I'm going to need a fluid cell. Do I have a fluid cell? Please tell me I have a fluid cell. Yeah, I've got some fluid cells. So I'm going to put this in a fluid cell. Now this is not powered, unfortunately, for now. So you know what? Time to go super fancy. Yeah, that's what I mean by super fancy. And of course, I didn't think about this properly. Let's just grab this, and then let's grab this. And let's just go like, oh, come on. Yes, like this. Put that back in. Okay, both are powered now. So this one, I'm going to set this to say that from the back, it needs to auto input. And now, if I come in here and I do this, why are you not getting powered? This is producing 40 RF, and what is going on here, guys? I don't know. Well, I say I don't know. I have a good idea. I think it's not producing enough power. So we're going to remove this for now, and we're going to go and make another one of those super gigabyte power stuff. Let's get rid of this. Let's grab one of these and go this and this. Nope. I mean this, and grab one of these. Put that right here. And now we should be producing plenty of power. No, we're not. Of course not. What's going on? You're not going to believe what I'm thinking. Okay. Energy acceptor right here. Let's make one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe I'm going to finish this before I hate the Modpack. Hee, dad joke. That's the one problem about listening to a YouTuber that has a kid. Dad jokes aplenty. So, except... Oh. Oh, come on. This is just being complex just for the fun of being complex. Oh, you... Okay, got it. Put it in here. So like I just said, the Stirling Dynamo is able to directly accept power. But if you're coming from a conduit, I'm guessing you need an energy acceptor. Well, that's my theory, by the way. So let's just go and try that. So if we kill this and remove this and put an energy acceptor right here, and then we put this and this, and yeah, of course, so we've proven it. Direct Dynamo works. Pipes, no hell. You need to have an energy acceptor. That's the kind of things that's really annoying, but it is what it is. So now we're going to just make a lot of this, and this is going to just make a lot of liquid, and that liquid we're going to have to redistribute. Now, I want to try another thing. So let's say that I have a fluid pipe. Yeah, I only want one. No, I don't only want one. Let me just make sure. Do I not have others somewhere else? How do I make the fluid pipe? Yeah, with the copper and the copper with coppers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. Let's go and make those into sheets. Boom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Counting with xHedra. I'm sure you guys missed it. I don't remember the last time I did that. So let's just grab this and this, make some more fluid pipe. Now I'm going to need another seared casting table. Oh, good. I can make another one. And now let's just go. What if I put one here and one here? And then I say these are going to be the 3s and these are going to be the 8s. Like so. And then I go fluid pipe like this. Maybe? Yes, they connect. Whew. And do they push? No, they do not push. Darn it. I was really hoping they would. Nope, they do not. Okay, so this will not, yeah, auto output enable. Okay, so the auto output doesn't work. I thought that I was going to be able to just send liquid to these and just have these working. Which means, since I'm not going to be able to, we're going to need one of these gear thingies. So let's just go, did I not? I think I put my toolbox down somewhere back here. Let me just go check. Yeah, let's grab one of these and go one of these with one of these. That's going to give us a mechanical pump. Let's go right here and say, let's mechanical pump out of this. And you know what? I'm going to use a dirty trick. We're just going to take this and go. Oh my God. Yeah, that did look weird because I did something weird. Now let's go right here. And nope, not that. Don't use that. Use this and this. I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to try it together. Like I said, this is the episode where we figure crap out. So let's put this right here. And now I'm just going to go grab my toolbox. I don't know why I didn't do it in the first time. And let's eat. Because I'm starving. I like walking slowly while I eat. Let's come right here, grab the toolbox, and let's go back there where we're going to use the toolbox. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so let's use this and go boom, 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 boom. Oh. Let's just try this again. 1. Perfect. And right here, let's grab these. What's the speed? Wrong way. So this is going to be super slow, but that's not the point. The point is, does it work? Okay, so that at least worked. We're going to need to make this faster, but that at least works. So I can go grab one of each and voila. Oh, great. Oh, yeah, okay. So that's going to be very convenient. This is great. So unfortunately, these tables, they don't auto output. So I'm going to need to have a brass pipe to grab out of it. But if I'm looking at this fluid cell now, what does it look like? Wow, 1670. Okay, so I'm going to need to have those two. And there's a part of me that thinks I shouldn't use the multiply. So technically the 3 times 3 wouldn't make the 9. But I can get the 9 by doing the 8 plus 1. So 8, you know what? 8 minus 3 equals 5. 8 minus 1 equals 7. Oh boy. Please don't listen to the stupid thing I said. 8 plus 1 equals 9. And 3 minus 1 equals 2. And 3 plus 1 equals 4. So technically, ones we need to create a crap ton of, and one you get with division, and then you need pluses and minuses. So the way I see it is that I don't really need the multiply, because the multiply, let me just check. So the one that I can get, so 3 gets us 2, 3 divided or 8 divided gets us 1, minus gets us 0, 4 gets us 3 plus 1, 7 and 9 is plus or minus 1. So the only weird number to get is the 6. And the 6 is the one that you can do. You can do 5 plus 1. That's expensive, but that's a possibility. So we're going to need a lot of minuses. So we're going to need a minuses right here. We're going to need a lot of pluses. And we're going to need a lot of divisions. Division's probably the most important one, because that's how we're going to get our ones. And minus is how we're going to get our zeros. You know what? This is one of those things where I'm never going to be able to create everything I need in the proper quantities, I believe. So what it's going to need to be, all of these are going to need to go into drawers. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make drawers of 32s. Like, remember, if I take a drawer, I can put an upgrade that makes it so that it can only receive one item. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a drawer of 3s and a drawer of 8 and a drawer of minus and the drawers of division. And at this point, I'm going to all connect these drawers to my ME system, because then it's going to be easier to distribute wherever I want them. Is that a good plan? I think it is. So you know what, guys? Now I'm going to go in a time lapse, and I've already shown you how I got these. So this is the setup. Right here, I'm going to need an ender chest here and an ender chest back there. So ender chests are going to push calculation. Oh my God, what were they called? Just give me a second. They're called calculation mechanism. So I'm going to have an ender chest bringing calculation mechanism right here, pushing them to the magma crucible, coming to the fluid cell. I'm going to connect this to a faster kinetic pump, faster kinetic, because I want the pump to work faster. And like I said, I'm going to have 3s, 8s, minuses, pluses, and dividers. Yeah, those are, I'm not going to do any multiply. I'm just not going to waste any time on that. I know that I can do 3 times 3 to get the 9, but that means I need to produce the multiply. And right now, that's the only thing that it's getting me, because I'm not going to do 3 times 8. For sure. And I'm not going to be doing any of the other multiplication, because 1 times 1 is 1. Like 1 is an easy one to make. 0 is an easy one to make. 3 times 3 is 9. So it's just too weird. I'm going to go with everything using 8 and 5s and another level. Okay. So that's what I'm going to set up in my time lapse to start producing them a lot, and make sure that each of those have a storage. I don't remember what we called it. So that's the drawer controller. What's the name of the thing I'm talking about? A drawer. storage bus, finally. It didn't show me the name, but I knew that's what it was. So I'm going to use a storage bus to connect all of those 3 drawers. And all of these 3 drawers, I'm going to then redistribute to some of these. So technically, I'm going to need to make this setup multiple times in a row. So I'm going to need to make a setup for the zeros, which is whatever number I decide minus the other number. Then I'm going to do this for the division, which is whatever number I decided for division, that's going to give me the 1. So I'm going to get the zeros and the 1s super easy with a division or a minus, okay? Then I'm going to be able to go toward the 4 and 2 and then 7 and 9, and the 5 is also easy with a minus. So yeah, it should all be easy from there on. It's just going to be a bit convoluted, and even though they say try to produce them in equal number, I really don't feel like right now like it's possible to make them an even number. So what I'm going to try and do is make sure that I get all of the drawers for all of the numbers, and I'm going to always use drawers, and I'm always going to use drawers with with a stack modifier. This one, the flint at drawer. Is it the flint? Storage downgrade. Yeah, it is the flint. It's just not called flint. So this lets it go down to a single stack. So I'll make sure that I always have 32 stacks, 1 stack of each of the numbers and the multiplier and the divisor, because what I want is I want this production right here to produce the things faster than we're using them. And then we're going to go to 1s and 0s and 2s and 3s. And I'm going to create this. I'm going to set up a crafting recipe for this so that, I don't know. Ooh. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh boy, I'm not going to be able to. Well, that's annoying. I can't make a crafting recipe for this. I thought I was going to be able to make a crafting recipe for this, but really, you're already out of power. I'm also going to need to manage this in my time lapse, but basically, if you look at the pattern, there's 9 maximum. So I can't even make a pattern where I say, because I could say 3, but can I not? Oh boy, I thought I could set it to say 3. Oh, yes, crafting pattern. Okay, crafting pattern lets you do it. So I could put 10 zeros, 10 1s, 10 2s, 10 3s, 10 4, 10 5, 10 6, 10 7, 10 8. But where's the 10 9? So I could have said that 10 of each of those makes into a whatever, like a cube. But unfortunately, don't have the crafting pattern for that. It's not possible. So I don't quite know how I'm going to be able to do that, because I need them to be in an equal quantity. You know what? I might fake a pattern. You can always fake a pattern. Like, that's a really weird thing where I could fake a pattern to say, I would need to use an item that doesn't exist in my ME system. And I could say that I'm making a pattern where 4 of them makes this new item and none of them makes this new item. No, that won't work. I don't know. Honestly, this is something I'm going to have to figure out. But right now, like I said, already a long episode, just trying to figure out what we're doing. So now I'm going to go in my time lapse, and in my time lapse, I'm just going to make sure that we're sending all of these calculation mechanism straight to melting to be able to make the other part. What else can I do with these? See, it's like I don't really need much of any of these right now. So I'm going to, I need them for blank pattern. Oh, Okay, so I'm going to need to make sure that I'm always maintaining one full chest of calculation mechanism so that I have some when I need them. And then everything else I'm going to push to melting, and I'm going to melt these to make sure that I get a jar of 3s, a jars of 8, a jar of minus, a jars of plus, and a jar of division. Like I said, forget the multiplication. I'm not going to use that. I prefer doing 8 plus 1 than to have a multiplication just to do 3 times 3. Although I'm going to just go to a drawing board and I'm going to set up all of the recipe. And what I'm going to try and balance for sure is the usage of 3 and 8s. Okay? Because let's say that I use the 8s to make the 1s, then I need to make sure that I'm using more 3s to do the rest. So yeah, I'm probably going to end up doing 3 times 3 because I just thought about it this way. If I have a drawers of 3s, but I'm using 1 in a while, it's not going to diminish quite as fast. So we should be okay. So you know what? I am going to make 3s, 8s, and all of the operators, and I'll just make sure to use the other one appropriately. We're going to use definitely the 8s to make all of the 1s. So we're going to be using way more 8 than 1s. And it is possible that if things don't work properly, that I end up making 2 seared casting of 8s just to be able to make as many of 3s. That's another thing I didn't think of. Oh. See, that's why I need to think things through and talk to them. Oftentimes when I'm doing it on my side, I'm talking to myself as if I'm recording an episode. I found that explaining things to yourself is the best way of figuring them out. But let's say I need 3 times more 3s than 8. I could be casting 3 3s. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Like I said, I'm going to go set up some jar, make sure that I make all of these these 6 basic one, and that I'm producing jarfuls of them, and that they're all connected to external storage. Once all of that is connected to external storage, then I'm going to get ready for the next episode, where in the next episode, we're going to set up all the other numbers. And then with all the other numbers, the next episode, we're first going to start setting all the first numbers. And then we're going to get our first computational matrix. So that's going to be next episode. We're at least going to get here. And I'm probably going to look like, what's this? And maybe go and get some oil and stuff like that. And then the episode after that, we're going to get started with the matter ball and the treat for heat to get expensive brick, the matter plastic, so that we can prepare for this. But I wanted to get this site started sooner because this is, I think, just to set up a rocket, whereas this here is something that we're going to need a lot of. Whew. This is just the weirdest thing I've ever had to do in Minecraft. So I'm kind of worried / excited / confused about it, but this is where we need to go. And now, if you've ever wondered if mathematics would be useful, well, Minecraft needs maths, so maybe you need to learn math. But guys, jokes aside, I need to go in my time lapse now, get that stuff automated. I'll show you the automation. Well, you do see how it's going to automate it, but I'll show you the final product at the beginning of the next episode. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now!